Man, my people are waking up and I'm loving every minute of it. This pastor just realized how important Donald Trump's "they're eating cats and dogs" statement was at the debate. But before we play that, I want to show y'all this clip between Dana White, I believe that's how you say it, on Dana Bash. I'm sorry, confusing with UFC. Anyhow, Dana Bash and JD Vance talking about the 20,000 Haitian migrants that entered into Springfield, Ohio, which the left refuses to admit them with the cats and dogs situation to be true. I don't know why.
Well, Dana, first of all, what's putting the residents of Springfield at risk, which was a town completely ignored by the American media until Donald Trump and I started surfacing some of these concerns, is that they can't afford housing. They can't afford health care. The schools have been overwhelmed. The hospitals have been overwhelmed. And they're overwhelmed because Kamala Harris allowed 20,000 Haitian migrants to get dropped into a small Ohio town of about 40,000 people. And it's completely overwhelmed the services. Now, you ask, why have I talked about some of the things that I've been talking about? Let me just say this. My constituents have brought approximately a dozen separate concerns to me. 10 of them are verifiable and confirmable, and a couple of them I talk about because my constituents are telling me firsthand that they're seeing these things. So I have two options, Dana. I can ignore them, which is what the American media has done for years to this community, or I can actually talk about what people are telling me. And of course, many of the things that the media says are completely baseless have since been confirmed. For example, I was told, Dana, that by the American media, that it was baseless that migrants were capturing the geese from the local park pond and eating them. And yet there are 911 calls from well before this ever became a viral sensation of people complaining about that exact thing happening. So my attitude is listen to my constituents. Sometimes they're going to say things that people don't like, but they're saying things that people don't like because their town has been overwhelmed, and it's my job to try to fight for them and to protect them. Kamala Harris opened the border, and now these people are suffering. That's what I'm focused on, Dana.
The one thing that I don't get is why, and I'm gonna read this comment verbatim, why is Dana Bash trying to stop the elected senator of Ohio from talking about what's happening in Ohio? I have no clue. But it seems like they want to somehow shift the focus off of Kamala Harris with this border situation, obviously, and continue to downplay what's happening in Springfield, Ohio. Now, during the debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, Trump goes, "They're eating cats and dogs," when he was referencing what's happening in Springfield, Ohio. And pretty much Kamala Harris looked at him like, "Oh boy, you sound cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs." Then the moderator like, "Hey, no credible, sources are verifying what you're saying." And they pretty much tried to make him sing "Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs." Obviously, if you come to the platform X, because they're not gonna show it anywhere else, multitudes of videos have popped up since then debunking that very thing. But I don't get it, man. They just want to make it seem like it ain't happening. Now, this pastor though, he's like, "Hey, I see something going on." You know what I mean? We need to go and talk about that. That "they're eating cats and dogs" statement hit a little different for him. Let's check out why.
I know they're gonna try to crucify me out there. Just got to get ready for the cross. But the Bible said if you live and preach godly, you will suffer persecution. When I saw the debate the other night, and I heard what President Trump talked about eating cats and dogs, I thought he had gotten senile. But there are things that people don't know and understand that he was strategically trying to put out. The illegal immigration policies that are going on in this nation is getting ready to reshape America like never before. And y'all don't see it because you got a corrupt media that won't tell you the truth. They are bringing millions of people into this country, and they are shipping them around to different cities all over the United States, and the media won't tell you nothing. It sounded crazy, but it's true. Yes, it's true. Because people don't understand voodoo culture. Haitians come out of Haiti, which is a strong voodoo culture. And the reason it's going to be a problem, see, they got you thinking race. He just hate them black folk. No, it's about culture. Even the Venezuelan gangs are bringing their culture to our nation, and they are taking over cities right now, and the police can't do nothing with them. So every time anything come up about anything black folk, we always accuse it to be about race. No, it's culture. Voodoo culture requires sacrifice. In other words, bring me an animal, and that represents you, and I want you to lay it on the altar and give it to me as a sacrifice. But in voodoo, you eat the animals that you bring to the sacrifice. This is what the media ain't gonna tell you. I got a Haitian pastor, because we helped to build a church over in Haiti, and he has enlightened me on different cultures. Yes, they get those animals because they need them for sacrifice. They kill the animals, and then they are taught that if you eat the animal, you will get more power inside of you. And so they eat the animals, and demons are the ones that come on the inside. I'm preaching up in here today. I'm preaching up here. They don't tell you that in the media because they're trying to hide it. They don't want you to see it because they don't want the people to become alert to what's happening, where they're spreading these people all over the country. Springfield, Ohio ain't got but 67,000 people, but they brought in 15,000 migrants from Haiti that will change the culture in that city. They are getting people's pets and killing them for their own sacrifice, because that was the culture in Haiti. It is true. And he was smart enough to put it out because he knew it would make people start going to talk about it and start looking. So whether or not you hate him or not, it's the truth.
First of all, huge kudos to this pastor for having the kahunas to be able to go in front of his congregation and actually mention Trump. Gotta give him credit for that. I mean, because in the church, even though, you know, it shouldn't be so surprising given just conservative values. And we talked about Democrat and, you know, being able to be a Christian and Democrat, how difficult that can be in this modern era and things of that nature. But anyhow, yes, this man, I agree with everything he said, you know, but I will say that you have a great deal of people who will do some research, and you have way more who won't do no research. Unfortunately, you're going to have so many people are already turned off, brainwashed to dislike Donald Trump, that when he was speaking up there and he was talking about it, man, they ain't feeling encouraged whatsoever to go do no research. But I'm so happy that so many people have been coming out and speaking out against this, you know, what's happening with the Haitian migrants. And, videos have resurfaced to confirm that, you know, Donald Trump in fact isn't crazy, you know, because that's exactly what the left tried to do. They tried to make it seem like this man was just cool for Cocoa Puffs. Somebody said, tried to explain this to my family the other night. I was ambushed 5-1. First time politics ever got brought up at a mutual event. They brought up everything. It got raw. I ended by telling them I don't have something personally. I don't have to have something personally affect me to see what's happening. Yeah, man, you try to go and educate, or you try to not even educate, right? You just try to spark people curiosity to hopefully get them curious enough to want to go do some research and educate themselves. But it just never gets to that. You know, the intention always get misconstrued with the experience. And yeah, it sucks. Somebody said that's why he mentioned MSN saying he rambles. Hold on. That's why he mentioned MSM saying he rambles to say, but really it's genius. He was, I don't know what they're talking about, but yeah, shout out to Donald Trump for putting it out in the atmosphere for those who are curious, and for them to, you know, find out the truth and to then, you know, go relay the message. But I don't understand, man. I don't understand why this is a continued thing, like to downplay what Donald Trump has said as if it's not true. All you have to do is, bro, just download the X app, bro, and just type in migrants. Yeah, or Haitian migrants, whatever. Let's read a few more comments. There was a photo going around the other day, not AI, of a bunch of people standing around a bleeding crucified cat. Can't verify that. I haven't seen it myself. I'm just reading comments, y'all. Very good analysis. Somebody says, trying to find a full message. What date is this from? Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find a video. I couldn't even verify who the pastor was. Like, if somebody can also teach me if how to find certain clips online from any website possible, that would be amazing and do me a great service. Hold on. Somebody right here. It's a comment. I mean, Ian Miles Chung just popped. This one popped up. It says, we need to stop pretending that these issues don't exist. A Haitian American speaks out about what's really going on in Haitian communities in Springfield and everywhere else. Let's check out a few minutes of this. This is a 10-minute clip. Let's check out a few minutes.
I'm Haitian, and this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about this whole situation that we hear circulating all over these internet streets about Haitians eating. I should start off with a disclaimer that I am first generation born here in the United States of America to immigrant parents that immigrated here, both parents from Haiti. I am married to a Haitian man. I grew up hearing this same kind of thing. I know when I moved from Miami, Florida to Southwest Florida, there were Americans that used to make fun, poke fun and say, hey, you guys are Haitian, you eat as a joke. And for a long time, it bothered me because I was like, what is this based on? There's no validity to it. Why are they saying this? But then as I got older, I started doing some research and asking questions. And I know here in the United States, pets are a very big deal. And I know one thing that is a custom in Haiti: if the animal has been named, they will not eat it because you've almost given it a human-like characteristic. And when you think of pets, you're thinking of a member of your family, so to speak. But for the Haitian culture, for a very long, they were just, they call them maon. They were just wild, so to speak. These were not domesticated pets. It was just like a wild animal became victim to the situation that was at hand. And the information that I'm going to share with you is information that I was able to gather from a number of different people, but it spans between 3 generations of individuals born in Haiti. My husband being one of them, my mother being one of them, and my grandfather being one of those individuals as well, and a number of other people. But I just wanted to show you the large sample size, so to speak, if we're talking about surveying. Let me give you a little backstory first before we talk about individuals in Springfield that may or may not have been Haitians, but they were people that looked like me. And it's being said that they were Haitians that were quote unquote eating. I was trying not to even talk about this, but I kept getting things like this being said because I am a conservative.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Forget your political affiliation. We just trying to get down to the truth, right? Like, people that yeah, do you want the truth or do you care about the fact that she's a conservative? Like, they wrote, girl, shut the F up. Maybe you are the one who told JD Vance and Trump we eat our pets.
And a lot of times people like to say, oh, because you support Trump, you never find fault in anything that he does. That is not true. We have video up on our YouTube channel where we have called out things that we felt were said out of context, that were said inappropriately. So we are just honest about the information that we share regarding this, and to come out here and tell you that it's true that in Haiti there are instances where Haitians have eaten. Is it something that is done every single day? I would say probably not. But is it something that has been done out of necessity in many cases? Yes. And when we talk about necessity, we need to look at the backstory of how Haiti got into that situation. Outside of corrupt Haitian politicians, corrupt Haitian individuals, we have our number one staple in Haiti is rice, or was rice. At the time where the Clintons came in and they did what they did to ruin our rice production. They damaged our agriculture, kind of like what we see happening in the United States. And what they did after they ruined those small mom and pop, so to speak, farmers that were living off of this generations and generations of sending their kids to school off of the money that they would make off of the rice that they would produce. When that was ruined, the Clintons brought in their rice. And can you guess where that rice production was coming from? None other than Arkansas, where the Clintons are from. So that's a little backstory before we get into anything else.
That young woman's TikTok is My Greener Pasture. MYGREENERPASTURE, for anybody who wants to continue that video. But yeah, man, we're seeing people whom are, of Haitian heritage, or people doing some research, and people whom second generation in this case, come out and speaking about this and talking about how it is a cultural thing over there in Haiti. And now, now that they're migrating here, it isn't so far out of the norm. It's just because we adore our pets here in America, we refuse to believe, I guess, that it's like that everywhere else. But this is a history lesson for me as well. I'm learning about America and pet. I love my pets, man. What?